Hey, protein fanatics! Welcome back to the channel. Ever wonder what gives your hair its strength or makes your muscles move? The answer is proteins. These molecular marvels are the workhorses of your cells. Today, we are diving deep into how proteins are classified and their fascinating 4 levels of structure. Ready to unravel the secret life of proteins? Let's go! Classification of proteins, molecular shape. Based on their molecular shape, we can sort proteins into 2 main types. First up, fibrous proteins. Imagine long, strong ropes. Their polypeptide chains run parallel and are held tightly together by hydrogen and disulfide bonds, forming a tough, fiber-like structure. The key characteristic? They are generally insoluble in water. Think of keratin in your hair and wool, or myosin in your muscles. They're built for strength and structure. Globular proteins. We have globular proteins. These are much more compact. The polypeptide chains coil up to give them a spherical, globe-like shape. Unlike their fibrous cousins, these are usually soluble in water. Examples include life-saving hormones like insulin and blood proteins like albumins. They're built for function, like transporting molecules or catalyzing reactions. The levels of protein structure. A protein isn't just one static shape. It's a masterpiece built in 4 incredibly precise stages. Get this wrong, and the protein doesn't work. 1. Primary structure, the sequence. The primary structure is the simplest, yet most crucial level. It's the exact sequence of amino acids in the polypeptide chain. Think of it like a recipe. If proteins were strings of popcorn on a Christmas tree, the primary structure is the order of different colored and shaped pieces of popcorn. This sequence is encoded directly in your DNA. A single change, a mutation, can ruin the whole thing. All those documented genetic disorders, like sickle cell anemia, are often caused by a tiny change in this primary sequence, which messes up everything that follows. The structure is maintained by strong covalent peptide bonds between amino acids. 2. Secondary structure, local folds. The tertiary structure is the protein's unique, final, and biologically active 3-dimensional fold. It's the overall architecture. This complex folding is stabilized by a variety of strong forces acting between the amino acid side chains, including hydrogen bonds, electrostatic forces, disulfide linkages, those SS bonds, and weaker van der Waals forces. This is the level that determines if the protein will be a fibrous rope or a globular sphere. Finally, some proteins, like the mighty hemoglobin, need to take it one step further. The quaternary structure is the spatial arrangement of 2 or more polypeptide chains, or subunits, that have come together to form a single functional protein complex. It's all about teamwork. So there you have it. From the simple linear sequence of the primary structure all the way up to the multi-subunit complex of the quaternary structure, the life of a protein is a marvel of precise biological engineering. The shape truly dictates the function. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more molecular adventures. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite type of protein? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.